Today I'm continuing to work in the journal I started in the previous video. I had one person request to do that, and you know what, Robin, you're worth it. I'll do it for you. Even if you're the only one that watches, I'm still doing it. It's all good. Welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media, and I am mid-project. This is an envelope journal, an also envelope journal. I will link the video below where I made it. And I swapped scraps with Eddie at Eddie Makes Art for the Makers Creative Collab for April, which is Flip, Fly, Flora, Fauna. I hope I did that right. And so yeah, I have just been working on that today and yesterday and today. Today's a new day. And just been having fun with that. Now, I was going to ask if this is too much if I add this, but I don't really care if it's too much. I still kind of want to add it. So, I don't remember which stencil this is, but I'm pretty sure it is one of Eddie's stencils. And I'm just going to glue it on there and then trim off the edges, because that just feels like, look at all those layers in there. Isn't that cool? There's so many layers. And that is just an awesome way to do, it's not the only way, but it is definitely an awesome way to do gel plate prints. Sometimes I tear, sometimes I have straight lines, sometimes I'll fussy cut the stencil, like I did with the front of the birds, fish. I was going to say birds, but they're fish. We're going to be okay with that, going over that fish. I know it looks crazy, and that's okay. I may do some gesso and other stuff to it, but this is my background. And we've got green here and green here. Some copper bronziness down here, and I mean brownish. Oh, and then we got purple here and yellow. Alright, this is white. No white left behind. Of course I had to get it. Of course I did. Oh, and I do have some more Happy Meal I could show you guys. Should I just show you that in the middle here somewhere? Just gonna wrap that up there. I mean, there's not gonna be any weight on this when we're done. Alright, this needs like paper. So I might just go ahead and glue this on. Yeah, I just might have that be like that, and this yellow coming through. I'm good with that. Alright, so I'm just going to do a line up there to hold the paper there, and the rest is going to be on the outside of the envelope here. This about came to here-ish. It's starting to get hot outside. I don't know how, oh, forgot that was doing it. Well, I kind of like, I'm going to do that so that the yellow peeks up there as well. Just wipe off any glue that you get in the wrong place. That's all. I am going to glue around these little circles. And I might need to do some fussy cutting. I mean, you'd think I didn't. You'd think I'd have plenty of flora and fauna, which I do. But, you know, I might have some new pieces to play with, especially since this is just for me, basically. I'm going to cut that off there. And, yep, that can totally glue down right here. There we go. Hey, I did something at an angle. I was hesitant to do that yesterday. Alright, so we have our flips. Oh, we got some more flips to cover. This one I definitely want to use some sort of tissue paper for. I know I wasn't going to use the red, but you know, I might just use the red. And we'll just put it through it, because there was some red in the beginning. Oh, I remember now. I wanted to use a piece of this to bring some of the orange back. Here, oh, except for I use this on this side. I'm like, oh, but I wanted to do that. Oh, but I don't know what I want. I'm just going to put a whole piece of this down. And then this brings some of the orange. I had orange in the beginning somewhere. Oh, over here, I might go ahead and do this piece here. There's no up or down. Stop worrying about that kind of a thing. There is a video somewhere of when I made these grungy pieces from some, stop saying Darcy. Grungy pieces created using, oh, I should do that again soon. Oh, my word. Use your words, lady. Created using, National Geographic's magazine. Sorry, but words are hard. You have no idea. Alright, I'm gonna glue that down here. Could have even probably totally opened up that envelope and made it even more of a flip, but not gonna. And I don't know if I explained it already, but the reason that I don't put glue on the whole inside of the envelope is so that when I use the envelope as a pocket, I have the whole, well, mostly the whole pocket, but my gluing kind of sucked right there, so. Yeah, I like that, except for, just gonna tear that and then glue it down. That way I'm not covering up all the bubble bits. But there's not a lot of bubble bits up there, so I could even just go ahead and put a piece up there as well. I'm trying not to think. I'm just trying to just glue stuff down and just have fun with it and not stress about it. That is, I say it and I make it look easy, but it's not even easy for me. Don't worry. Don't stress your little pretty head about it. It's stressful for everybody. Oh, I think I put that on after. Alright, I need, oh, that's the one that, I think this is also a National Geographic page or something like it. The Eddie Distressed. So that will definitely go in here somewhere. But I need tissue paper for this. There's a little bit of red right there. Will the yellow show through? I don't know. It may or it may not. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a go on here. All right, I need paper to go here, so we'll just do this. And if I put it upside down, then the fact that there's people in the background will be even less noticeable. So I want to go down. I want to make sure that I'm on this right side of the spine, yeah, because the part that folds over, because I don't want it to bulk up, you know what I mean? That looks about right. And my glue's working better today, so there's that. And we're going all the way to the top on this one, because we've got that piece down there. I don't know that that's strong, that is straight, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I could even leave it like that. That would be fine too. But I'm not. I'm going to glue this down just with some glue stick. Glue stick is perfectly fine for gluing down tissue and napkin. If you want to be able to see through the napkin really well, then you will probably want to use like Mod Podge or matte medium. But for my purposes, I think I'm good with just doing the glue stick. And this is wet strength tissue paper, so it cuts fine in one direction. I mean, cuts fine in all directions. It tears fine in one direction, fairly straight even, but the other direction, not so much. Oh my goodness, hairs are sticking to that tape. Let's see, do I want to bring that over some maybe? And I think that's the direction that it does tear decently. I think I am just going to wrap that around. That's actually already red there. I'm just replacing the red with patterned red. Alright. And that goes there. I like the bubbles and everything, but I don't know. Maybe I'll frame out the whole kit and caboodle here. Let's see. I'm gonna go like that, I think. So how is everybody doing? Did everybody who watched Carrie the Griffiths interview on PM Artist Studio? Raise your hand if you did. It was a good interview. I know he's got a lot of fans out there, and I know several of you came over from his channel, and I appreciate you so much. He is much more structured than I am. But, you know, people who do watch me are like, just be you, just be you. I'm like, okay, I'll try to just be me. It's not that easy. I know I make it look easy, but... Alright, we use this elsewhere. What if we use this again here? Just on the bottom here. Just framing that out, and that gives it some ground for whatever flora or fauna I decide to put on there. I just had an idea, but don't necessarily want to do it on there. I do have a blank space. I've got a blank spot, baby, and I'll let you know. The idea was to just go ahead and do like a landscape kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I might not have explained it well. So I need something at the top here. Something that could like represent sky might be good. But not necessarily. Like maybe just, I don't want it to be sky though. I'm just going to put some of this here. And then layer some gel plate prints and whatever scraps I've got here to make it kind of look like mountains or whatever, or hills, not mountains, hills that are alive with the sound of music. And something different here, maybe I haven't used this one yet. Got some flora happening with this one. Got the flora and the fauna. He sent me some gel plate prints that already had it in there. Because they've got... Whoops. Let's see. I don't think not that one per se. Oh my goodness. Cutting stuff off, if you don't get it at the right angle, you just can't quite do it. You know what I'm saying? I think I want to, do I want to do that one? I don't want to do the whole thing. I just kind of want to, oh, don't make an overlap. It's fine. We're going to take our chances. Alright, more hills, more hills. Are they alive with the sound of music? Maybe. There we go, this one's already almost a hill. Big hills, little hills, all kinds of hills. Just kind of putting all the gel prints in one spot. Oh, and almost out of glue. That's good to know. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I mean, it's just another way to collage. You can just do however you like. Do what floats your boat. And I'll do what floats mine. If you ever have any questions about stencils that were used in gel plate prints that you see on this channel, just use the, tell me the timestamp and I will find it out for you and answer you in the comments. Most of them are at PM Artist Studio, but not all of them. But look how cool that looks all layered up. I might want to cover here. I'm going to put something on here. Oh, bring some of this in here. That would be good. Let's do that. I like teal and red together. How about, it's almost long enough. And this is a very, you know, geometrical squared off, and this is very round. Put some geometrical squared off in the background. Not that that's a reason I'm using it. I'm just kind of pointing that out, just for no real reason, I guess. I don't know. I don't have to justify what I do. Don't we always feel like we have to justify what we do, especially in art? We really don't. We can just do what makes us happy. That, see, I'm hoping some of that shows this back here, but probably won't. But if we come, I know we weren't doing angles, but now suddenly we're doing angles down. But I think what I might actually do is cut it off the edge here, because I like the edge of this envelope, and I've already covered it up on one side, and I don't want to cover it up on this side. It's just some kind of cool stuff that happened when I dyed it. But that could be fun. So you can see that it is layered some kind of a black stencil that was probably just picking up what was inside a stencil, maybe when he was doing one of his long hauls. If you have not checked out Eddie Makes Art, I hope you will go. He will be linked. As long as I'm doing this project, he will be linked below. And when he puts up his video of doing a project using the stuff I sent him, I will be sure and let you know. I'll probably put it in my community tab so you don't miss him. So you don't miss it. I might even. Oh, they'd still look good. So let's just go ahead and bring some of this over here. Down here, I think, and then I'll put a little something up there in that corner. It's almost like cave drawings. Oh, let's put some of this. Hopefully those are gonna go there, but you know, there's no guarantees. This is me we're talking about. This is definitely, I'm going against the grain on that one. This will probably be the harder part to match up. Have a little bit more give up there, I think. There we go. There's your hair, little circle. You got a little hair on you, sort of. Because this one I left up, but that one I didn't. This is why I like to leave things up on the edge, because then I don't have to do all that measuring. But now we've brought this from the back into the front, so now it'll hopefully flow and feel like one piece that goes back there. Actually, it wants to go this way. So, does that mean? I mean, I could just, no. So, this wants to flap out is the only problem. Nope, that's too tall. I was thinking if I could, you know, put that there, but this comes up higher. That doesn't mean that I couldn't cut it though. Which I'm gonna do right now. I know, craziness. What you doing, lady? We don't know. She's just taking apart her journal. Why? Why is she doing that? Because then that is not going to flip open so much. I am going to, well, we're just going to do a little patch job on this, I think. Give that to you somewhere. You know what we haven't seen since the beginning of the journal? This color right here. could have used a bigger piece than that, but this will be fine. Might even bring it in a couple more places. Just could use one of your watercolors or colored pencils. That's all there is to that. The Shiraz is more purpley, and it's actually kind of this brown color, but it looks almost purpley when I have it there. And this is the Inktense, so once it dries, it should be permanent. It moves with water when it's as in pencil form, but then once it dries after it was wet, I believe they are permanent. Derwent Inktense. They're very interesting kind of a thing. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Yes, I hear you, Patricia. If you're even watching, she's probably not watching. But she would say you need a third one of those. That's all. That's all I'm saying. That's what she would say. I can just, if I'm doing the Inktense, I could just glue it. It will on the paper that, oops, that I put down, which I'm now getting on it a little too much, but just want it a little darker. Alright. So now this is the front, because it doesn't want to fold back easily and naturally. So it has become the front. Alright, let's look at this real quick. This piece, I might want to cover this. With what, dear Liza? Dear Liza, dear Liza, with what? Dear Liza, with what? Can't trust me to clean up. You just can't do it. I'm stuck to my paper. Might just give it a wider margin over here. Margin, so that I can see a good amount of that. Or I could put a straight edge on that side. I'm going to put it on that. The rest of it can be crooked, it won't matter. But as long as here and here is straight, well, straight enough. Not perfectly straight. There's no perfect. Perfect doesn't exist. Okay. There you go. Let's see. So some of the pages that are, I don't really want to bring them down with gesso, but I might want to add to them with stamping. Let's start with some mark making. So these are perfectly imperfect little plus signs from PM Artist Studio. And I'm just going to put them in a few places and in more than one place in the book. Now I'm using Versafine Clear, and I'm not doing it. I'm doing it on a non-porous surface, so that's not so great. But that's all right. Oh, and I will bring out my messy borders. I definitely want to use that somewhere, don't I? Just kind of want to intersperse these little plus signs throughout. Because why not? There we go. A little on the back maybe? Yes, no, maybe so. It's a good stamp. We like it. Start. These stamps can hold some ink, so if you want to use a ghost print, you can get that ghost print for quite a while. Just saying. Alright, what else do we have? We have, ooh, numbers. I know that's not Flora and Fawnity, but, you know, numbers can fly across a page when it's going through code on a computer, so why not? I can justify things, right, Mariah? We are good at justification. Also, I like that I can just kind of put it anywhere and something's gonna hit somewhere. It doesn't have to hit perfectly everywhere all the time. Oops. And so, yeah. And. Yes, I hear it. I annoy myself with it. It's not just you. Which way is upside right? This way. A little bit something over there. Overlapping here and there is all good. Look at that. I think I stamped this one once, and it is giving me ghost stamping galore. All kinds of goodness. No, that was the side I didn't want. That's alright. Make it work. Oh, did we do some on the front? No, we did not. We could. There we go. Oh, and I did do it on the front. Okay. This is one of the stamps of PM Artist Studio, designed by Foil Davies. Oh, and we can't not do my favorite one. Alright, what is a color that is in here a lot? Orange, purple, turquoise. Oh, turquoise. Ooh, or I could do turquoise, or I could do this Shady Lane. I'll do turquoise. Sure, why not? Turquoise it is. I'm okay with that. Because there's already like some blacks and browns on there. When I put the turquoise on there, or what is this one? Teal blue. It's just gonna kind of turn navy blue, and we're okay with this. We're going over all the layers here. And we love it. That's why we like a big stamp. A big stamp is great for going over all the layers. See, like navy blue, which is not a color I was going for, but it is a color that I am fine with. I mean, if you want to grunge something up, just make it all neat and pretty and then come through with one of these. That's all you have to do. One of these and a crackle stamp and you've got grunge. Right, that did not show up. I do want it to at least show up a little bit. And you won't even hardly be able to tell where one started and where one ended. Of course, it stays on, so it wants to stay on and stick to all the things, right? Probably why I haven't quite replaced, that's why I haven't gotten a teal in the VersaFine yet, is because I knew I had it in this. But when this one dries out, I will, because I believe the black one did eventually dry out, and I let it go. Oh, there's the monkey inside the circle there. Just kind of finish that one off a little bit. How about here? I don't know. How about here? Just get some of that ghost print. Oh, look, I pressed it hard enough so it was more than a ghost print. So yes, if you could only get like 1 or 2 stencil stamps from PM Artist Studio, this is one I would recommend, and also either the daisy or my wildflower one, because I could stamp those all day. But also, see, I could not pick 2. Even if they were like mine, I couldn't pick 2, because then I'm like, oh, but then Foil also has these numbers and these other things which are like super cool, and I don't know. I'm glad that I have a discount code so I can get things. Well, I don't use my discount code usually, but I'll use like Eddie's or Carrie's and get my discount. Or be like really happy when I get IMPPs that help me fill out my stash. This was not an IMPP. This was a I like nested circles and I cannot lie, I had to get it, kind of a deal. There we go. That one is throughout. Next. Do you see how, like, okay, yes, this was nice and grungy, but now we have some numbers and some curvy lines, and it is even more grungy. Do you see that? Do you see how that is? Let's see. Speaking of, there's some daisies. And, ooh. Oh, this is what I'm talking about, the one that foils. Should we go through this one with the teal? The daisies I'm probably going to go through with black. Alright, what color is this going to actually be? Oh, actually it's kind of almost teal. Just going to put it throughout the whole book. It's only going to be like here and there, and you're going to be like, well, why is it only on one place on that page? Well, it can be on just one place on that page because it's going to also be on the next page and throughout the whole book. Which works for me. Maybe it won't work for you, but it does work for me. Definitely. Just kind of keeping it all down this corner, apparently. I may end up putting something pretty there. Maybe that's why. Sometimes I don't know why I do things until I get to the point where I finish it and I'm like, oh, that's why I did that. I had no idea that's why I did that. Ooh, this page needs a little bit of turquoise, doesn't it? I love the, oh, it does, this is more green than turquoise, but that's alright. There we go. Yep, that's another one of my favorites. Might as well use your favorites. And you can just, it just keeps giving and giving. It's almost like you save ink using these. Ooh, I want to use this too. This piece of foam I got on the ground. It is the coolest thing. Let's use brown. Maybe. I know you're like, but that's foam. Why is it cool? Well, first of all, it got some of that paint from the grid on it. And, can you see this over here? Oh, let's do it just right on here. I had some stamped on some tissue that I sent to a couple of people. But isn't that cool? Even with the grid on it, it's cool. But it's this part right here that is my favorite. Fortunately, I took a picture of that impression before these little grid pit parts got stuck on here. That's from my grid. I mean, I could take them off, but I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I'm just gonna kind of do the edge in a nice grungy kind of way. I don't need the whole thing. I just want that side of it anyway. And I don't want it full on. And I don't have to do all the pages, but definitely does add some nice grunge. I think I'll do it over here because I think it will show nicely there. There we go. Barely shows, but I don't care. Here it might show a little bit more. Yep. It would have been perfect to stamp that like on all the places where the envelopes would show through a little bit, but that's all right. And that's why you pick up stuff off the road. I mean, that's why I do. Because you never know what it will give you. Ooh, let's do a little bit of this in here too. This is the, just the little circly things. And we'll just kind of splatter them in throughout. Why not? And this one I'm doing in brown. No rhyme or reason. Just am. See, and then when you open it up, it stops there, but it keeps going on there. So that's the fun about a flip. Oh, right on the monkey's face. Whoops. Well, fortunately, it doesn't necessarily show all over the monkey's face. It's like chandeliers in the woods. It's what it's ending up being, I guess. Kinda, sorta. Bubbles, tiny bubbles in the wine. See, I know that's what it is now. Alright, diversifying clear on yellow. That's what I was talking about. This is still wet. I don't know if it will show up real great. I really don't want to make this all dirty. Let's see. There's still stuff on there, but this looks like a pretty opaque. See, this is what happens. Even though I've just like put it all over here. Okay, doesn't hardly show there. It is grungy though, which is what I wanted. It's looking a little green now too, because black and yellow make green. Interesting. There's a little yellow in there, so if I could get a little yellow up here, maybe even down there. And then we'll do like before and just go through the whole journal, just adding some nice little grungy yellowy flowers. Alright, I'm putting the butterflies here, right? So definitely want some flowers there. Just everywhere. Just, did I mention that I like these flowers? Look at that grungy yellow. That is a good grungy yellow. Kind of ruined my brand new thing, but was I ever going to want like a truly bright yellow anyway? I might have. Let's not make assumptions. Sure, flowers over another flower. That's fine. It's all just kind of, that's a lot already happening there. And one more stamping of our grungy yellow flowers. And see if we can get some of the black off of this. Oh, you know what? Why waste that? Let's just do little rectangles of yellow throughout, because why not? It's a little bright spot in our journal. It's got such a nice, perfect rectangle. Even without so usually I like a square or a rectangle to have rounded edges. But this case, I'm not hating it. I know this is not what you do with the stays on. I know. But it's going to be cool in the end. And I'm getting a lot of that black off of my stamp pad. And we've added quite a bit of brightness. See, look at that. Got a lot of black off there. This one, oh, Versifying Clear. Okay. Why I keep calling it stays on, I don't know. So, and I had a little bit left on here to do like there. Maybe there. I know, barely shows. It's okay. Maybe there. Maybe there. That's going to go like that. Alright. It's going to take a minute for those yellow bits to dry. And it's right. Now let's go to where we were going to put these butterflies. I know I was going to put that over there, and at the last minute I pivoted. Pivot! But this one will still go here, and my straight edges are going to go on the side and the bottom, because why not? There. It just feels more balanced like that, I think. I'll just put this one here. It's not where I want it yet. There we go. That's where I want it. Now my finger is stuck to it. Gluing is sticky business. I'm so adorable. Brown is, I don't like brown and yellow together. Alright, where's, oh, blue. It'll make it green, but that's okay. Twilight. When the twilight is come. Oh, not bad. It'll probably turn green over time. That's okay. I think I might go ahead and do that. I don't know which side is up and which side is down, but it's asymmetric writing, so I'm not sure that it even matters. Isn't that cool? With the rectangle behind it, and you were wondering why I was doing the rectangles. Well, the vertical ones are probably going to get that treatment. Did I do any other vertical ones? Just this one? Not just this one, but this. Here is one. Because try not to have things just in. Oh, I need to see if this is the 4-inch one or the 6-inch one, because I was thinking about getting the other one. It's probably the 4-inch one. Just measure it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, it's the, yep. That's the smaller one. So I think I do want to get the bigger one. Ah, here's one more. Look at that, 3. I ended up with 3 asymmetric writings in the whole book. That should make P happy. Isn't that cool? I can't do asymmetric writing as cool as that. Just keep doing it until it's all gone. It's not all gone yet. Man, the stamping. Oh, and I need to do a painting session to kind of cover up the other drop paper that basically just has black lines on it. Alright, I think that is where I'm going to end today. I've done some, I've got all the pages covered, done some stamping, and even used the stamp pad to stamp. Figured out how to hold this back page down. The back page has now become the front page. It's all good in the neighborhood. So, I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Have a delightful day. Love you.